If you are someone using Excel in your day-to-day job, let me tell you something, you are going to be replaced unless you are integrating AI in your Excel. If you integrate AI in your Excel workflow, let me tell you something, you are going to be 10x more productive and you will be getting that promotion that you deserve. If you want to learn all this, join me for my 2 hours workshop on Excel using AI.
In today's video, we are going for a new domain in BDNX. We are going for Power BI and Power BI with AI here. When I started working on Power BI, the first question that pops into place or pops into my mind is why I cannot use an Excel. Why in the world that I have to use Power BI? When I go to Power BI, again Power BI allows you to do a lot of things. Again, I just took some of the major chunk that differentiates Excel and Power BI a little better, where Power BI is going to become a more and more powerful tool compared to Excel here. And when you go down to this point, I am trying to give you 8 different bullet points here on why should I use Power BI instead of Excel here. Before I go further into our topic, this is a video, or this is our AI class that we are going to conduct tomorrow. It's a 3-hour session for you, and this is going to give you a big insight on how the AI is taking over the world here. And now almost most of our works are taken care by the AIs, and we no longer use a lot of human interfaces for a job. Most of them are replaced by either an automation or an AI that we have here. Plus, you all know that it's not that AI technology is going to replace our jobs. If your job is in jeopardy, that's just because somebody else who know how to use AI better than you. So learn this particular AI tools and ChatGPT in simultaneous process, which allows you to not just do your job at a much faster rate. It's not gonna spend a lot of time on building some data set, and then you can perform maybe 4 or 5 people's job by a single header here. So one person can handle 4 or 5 jobs at ease with a lot of time in your hands, on your pocket. And when I go back to our particular program, the program is going to cost you not even a cup of a coffee to you. So don't forget to click the description link below and then build this data set for us. So please join us and then make sure that you are learning and you are not missed out this opportunity that you get right now. Let's jump back to our data set again. So we were talking about the Power BI and Excel differences here. So when I come back to the data set, the learning curve, again Excel, we are so familiar, or we are using Excel for probably a decade or more. From our school level or our high school level, we would have been using Excel. So Excel is not going to be a tougher job for us to do it, and then we can learn them if we put our head a little bit. But again, Power BI does not, which you cannot learn just like that. You need to spend some time and you need to understand how this works for you, and that's why learning curve is very, very important here, and that's where we come into play, where we give Power BI workshop using AI here. The flexibility level at which we are using Power BI desktop will become even more better because it is far more capable than what Excel can deliver in many situations for us, and the size at which an Excel handles might be much lesser than what a Power BI can do. If I go by size, Excel can handle the maximum of 250 MB of data with ease. After that, Excel will slow down its data loading capacity, wherein when I go for a Power BI, I can minimum go for a 1 GB of data where the speed is not compromised. Plus, if you are directly connecting the data from a SQL server or something like that, then you can go for 4-fold more data size, and then you can achieve that or retrieve the data at a much faster rate than compared to what Excel does for a 250 MB of data. And it is a cloud-based one, and you can share and collaborate with others at a faster rate when you are using Power BI desktop. Again, doing that in an Excel will be a little more tougher, but I won't write off Excel completely, because Excel Office 365 really makes our life a little more wonderful here, and we do have a good competitor coming up for Power BI, again there is a tough fight is gonna exist between Excel and Power BI for us. And the visual options in chart interactivities are far improved in Power BI desktop compared to Excel. Excel do have it, but again Power BI is one step ahead than Excel that we're doing with. If the cost comes into play, the Power BI desktop is absolutely free for you. Under service, you want a Power BI Pro licenses here. If you're going for an Excel, if you are using a normal Excel for a common business place usage or day-to-day usages, you're going to spend around $160. It can either be a one-time subscription, or you will be paying more on a monthly subscription, which stands in Indian rupees for around $12 to $13 a month. So somewhere around $150 you'll be paying for a monthly subscription, and that's going to be a continuous process. Because in that way, the Power BI services are a little cheaper than even the Excel usages here. And when it comes to data security, again, as we are using Azure Active Directory, we can create a group and user, and you can set the user interfaces really well, so who can view what, and you can set those dimension at a much higher level for a huge number of people coming under one radar. In Excel, it's going to go by the password protection. Again, password protection can be broken in, and then we can do a big injustice to our data set. By that way, we can expose our data to others with ease. So these are the topics that we will give as a simple logic why we should take up Power BI desktop or Power BI instead of Excel. And Power BI is making a big inroads here. Again, don't write off Excel, because Excel does something what Power BI didn't expect it. This is Vinod signing out from B10X YouTube channel, and please do like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel for more informative video to follow. Happy updating and happy analyzing.